Hey everyone, welcome to October 11th, Friday, October 11th. We're going to be talking about cybersecurity because October is Cybersecurity Month. I don't know if you know that or not. It's a month for a lot of different things, but of course, ending on Halloween, and it's the most scariest month around. But we're going to go ahead and talk about a very different type of fright than Freddy or Jason or that fun stuff. But we're going to be talking about cybersecurity. Um, Anyone who really knows me, I like to listen to audiobooks. I'm listening to all different types of audiobooks, mostly like different types of assassins to like James Bond type of characters. I just finished up the whole Mitch Rapp series. I'm probably going to listen to it again, but this month, what I found was I was just looking around to see what else they might have, and Audible has their own original. I'm a big Audible fan. I do like Amazon Prime. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit of a saw on that. But I came across a gentleman by the name of Jeff White. He has a series, and if you watch the trailer, it does say 6 chapters. But in this series that I found on Audible, the Audible original, there is a 10 chapter. And each chapter is about 25 to 28 minutes long. So, I mean, if you like to listen to an audiobook while you're on a long walk, you can go ahead and find that there. But, like I said, 25 to 28 chapters. It's called The Dark Web, Jeff White. I find it very, very entertaining. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at it.
Welcome to the Dark Web. It has its own language, its own money, its own ethics. This is a foreign country, a sovereign state in cyberspace. It was created as a tool for freedom of speech, liberation, democracy. But now, swathes of it have been taken over by crooks and hackers. I went in search of a digital Neverland, and what I found is a dark window into crime, desire, and fear. And the darker that window becomes, the more it holds up a mirror to us all.
All right, and like I said, I only know it as a 10 chapter because, like, I'm on chapter 7. I got 3 more chapters to go. Actually, I'm halfway through 7. It's pretty good stuff. I'm writing up a few notes on it right now, and I'm going to try to put out a couple more articles before the end of the month of cybersecurity, making sure that you don't have to keep an eye on a lot of different things. What I'd like to do, okay, now this is what I do for my security. In fact, I just went ahead and updated a lot of my own computer systems security. Is I try to do that as much as possible, but when it comes to money, it's a little bit tight. So one thing is I found through one of the companies I work with, I found a great cyber security system known as Avient. They're not sponsoring me, and neither is Audible or Amazon Prime or anything like that. But if you guys do feel like sponsoring me, please feel to do so. But I went ahead and updated my VPN. If you don't know what a VPN is, I'm highly suggesting you go look it up, find out what a VPN is, look at different types of VPNs. I personally have I use a couple, and in the VPN you can basically state that your IP address is not where you're at. And so I use a couple of different cities throughout the country that just in case for certain situations where if a certain website starts to feel a little bit weird. I mean, I have my VPN running all the time on basically my home system, but on my cell phone, I usually have it running, and then like any other devices that I have it running on. So that's something I highly suggest everyone to keep an eye out, find it. Here's a couple of different websites and VPNs that I've used in the past. All of them have been pretty good. I'm not going to sit there and say one is better than the other because they all have good different types of things, and I feel that you should go out and find what is best for your situation, for your and your family situation, to go ahead and protect your guys' self. Because when it comes to cybersecurity, especially watching, listening to the dark web, and I haven't got a chance to watch Mr. Robot, but Mr. Robot is a very uh, I watched the interviews with the main actors, and the one main actor stated that he changed his password once a week now. It seems like, because of how scary it is. Once you start looking underneath the rocks and seeing how dirty and dark and ugly this the dark web is, um, so you want to go ahead and protect yourself as much as possible. Now, is anything foolproof? No. So you just have to be virgil, be virgil, be vigilant of what you're looking at and looking. Don't jump up on certain sites, and definitely don't open emails that you don't recognize. That's a big thing, because like it's gotten to the point where I don't even follow, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but I don't subscribe to a certain company anymore. I used to subscribe to them big time when I was a part of their system and had a lot of their stuff. And so since I moved on to uh, uh, other different companies, that I use their products a little bit more, and there's no real safe bet out there for anything. I know I'm being very vague on a lot of different stuff, but when it comes to cybersecurity, it's more of what you do. I mean, I can go ahead and give suggestions, and there's certain things that I would rather, if you want to DM me, and I will go ahead and talk to you personally on a few things, and we'll go ahead and go over a couple of small things here and there. But like I said, I have a couple articles I'm trying to finish up before the end of the month and post it to my website and post it to other different places on my LinkedIn page, and and my Facebook page. If you know me on Facebook, of course, I'm going to post stuff there. But that's how this video is. I really wish everyone to have a great week, have a great weekend, have a great week. Um, I'm going to try to go out and see a couple movies. There's a couple of movies. I mean, everybody I know is wondering what my thoughts on the Joker is, and I'm being very cautious about that movie. And it's not because of any of the political BS that comes out. There's just some deep cuts to that movie that I have to be I'm very specific on, because when it comes to the Batman lore and characters and certain characters of Batman, we'll just go ahead and talk about it real quick right now. Joker has always been my top 3 villains of all time, and when it comes, especially the type of, I don't like, and I got a chance to listen to a couple minor spoilers for how the movie goes and stuff like that, and so I can go. I'm believing that I can go ahead and watch this movie, but there is. I really strictly always stick to the comics, and in the comics, Joker always says if he had a past, it would be multiple choice, and so, and it's funny because like a friend of mine and I came up with, we were talking about like what types of books our life story would be, and I thought, and it just came to me, I don't know if it was because of, she was telling me about it or whatnot, but it just popped in my head. I was like, my life story is basically a choose your own adventure book. You're going like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know if oh, dang it, I should have made that choice. Can I go back to that original page? No, that page is gone. I'm sorry, it's gone. And it's gone. So, it's, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out the movie. Maybe I'll give you a quick review on it. If I do, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I was able to get up and move around a little bit more the other day, earlier this morning and yesterday. I don't want to push it too much, and from my understanding, the theater is still going to be pretty packed and pretty built up on this. I mean, I know that a lot of you guys already seen the movie Joker, so if you guys saw it, let me know what you thought. I know there's a couple new movies coming out this weekend, And I really wish I should have thought of that because I had my show notes here, but I didn't get a chance to write that down. But if you get a chance to check it out, later on today, we're going to be posting another video. I'm going to have, it's going to be myself, Casey Davis, and a person that we wanted to bring into the show. We wanted to create a show with a couple times. We were almost there, but due to work situations, we were never able to do it. So hopefully we can get this show done today because it's with Jason Ninos, a very good friend of mine. He just recently moved to New Hampshire, though, and so we're dealing with a timetable. And so we're going to be talking a little bit of sports, maybe a little bit of politics, because Jason always brings an interesting flip side to a lot of stuff that Casey and I talk about. And so it's always interesting to go out and get a second opinion on stuff. I mean, trust me, I'm a stubborn person, and there are certain things that I am very stubborn on, but I do listen to people, and I do listen to what their views are, and I will take it into consideration. But there's certain things that I just won't always hold on to, and it's if you got to take a stand for something, or you'll stand for almost nothing or anything. So be smart, understand what you're talking about. And that's why there's a number of things that I hear about in the news, and I won't really comment on them until I read some more about it, because I've got myself burnt. I got myself burnt earlier this week on an idea, and maybe we'll talk about that later on today or sometime next week. But don't react quickly to a certain story until you hear all three sides of the story. And if you really are, if you know what I mean, then you know what the whole three sides of every story means. So other than that, Cybersecurity Month, everyone protect yourself. Check out Dark Web by Jeff White. That's Geoff White. Very, really good, smart, intelligent British dude. Cybersecurity Month, check out a VPN. Make sure, and I'm serious as cancer on this, check out VPN as soon as you can. And everybody, talk to you soon. Enjoy. Have a great day.